So I'm about to do the intro. Smile. This is where you will probably meet your potentials. Please. We are tired of you
Hey,
guys being single. Okay.
Ingala koti koti ikonko mosiye enyaniso zo onkita angazo.
Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of The Revival, which is UJAPK's Dozens discussion segment, right? Today's discussion is really interesting because we will be talking about what gents wish ladies knew. And we will be talking about Adventist dating, courtship, and everything in between. The ladies have compiled a series of questions, and they are grilling questions. I feel sorry for our panel. And this is a two-part discussion, and this is the first part. So I'm your host, Penelope Siwela. I am the treasurer at UJK APK Stasm. I am about to introduce some very handsome men, and these gents are from UJ APK Stasm. So if you want to see them, come through after lockdown. So gents, could you please just introduce yourselves, give us your name, your surname, and your relationship status so that people know from which context you guys are giving your advice. We'll start with Nale.
Okay. I'm Nale Zaninbezi. And I think I'm in a relationship, I think so, yeah.
Okay. He thinks so. Okay. Nick.
Okay. Hi guys, my name is Absalom Tagwi, and my relationship status is single.
He's single, ladies. Oh.
Hi guys, I'm Odingjao Mudondo. Yeah, basically when the question is filled, I'm single.
Okay. He's single. Next we have Miles. In his seventh
Okay, hi
best.
guys. See what the rest you know. My name is Miles Daniels. And I'm ankle opened. I'm single.
Oh, okay. And last but definitely not least, we have Tandazani.
Hi everyone, I'm Tamazani Chuma, and I'm actually 3 days in a relationship from today, 3 days backwards. Yeah.
Really?
Hey,
Congratulations. Congrats.
I know. Thank you.
It's nice,
I know.
This is great, guys. This is really great. Okay, so basically we have some really interesting questions for you guys. And the first question, which I think is a very good question to start on, is what are you looking for in a woman? And do you pray for this woman you're looking for? Gents.
Take order.
Okay.
Introduce ourselves.
Okay. In short, what I know in short, on my side is I look for God-fearing person.
Amen.
But then on top of that, the person has to respect me. Like, I mean, yeah, personally, that's the other most important thing.
Okay.
If they respect me, then they got me.
So God-fearing and respect. Anyone else? Or do you guys share the same sentiments?
Okay, as for me, I think to be on the same level of understanding, that is, first of all, you should be an Adventist.
Okay.
Being an Adventist, it doesn't mean that you also, that lady automatically qualifies.
Okay.
So basically, in the correct house, lead me to the correct room. So there are 3 things that I would use basically to say these are the things that I use to look for a lady. Okay. These are 3 H's. First of all, hand, heart, and head. Basically saying that, how do you think when it comes to the head? And how do you work when you put into practice your work? Is there perfection on your own thing? And at the heart, do you feel for other people? And obviously, we don't want to run away from the fact that beauty is always counted for. Like, we really need. Sarah was beautiful, such that
Yes, and so was
So that's
Rachel.
in short.
Okay. So what I'm getting is respect. Someone who's God-fearing, heart, hand, and head.
Head.
Proper. I like that. I really genuinely like that. And do you guys pray for her?
Hey,
Like to get a girl.
No, not to get her, but do you pray for her? That wherever she is, even though you don't know when you're going to meet her, do you pray for her? Is that something that guys actively practice?
Nah, man. God knows what I want in my heart.
Hybo!
Guys don't pray. What about wives?
Really? So we don't pray. So we don't pray for these women that we want potentially one day.
You guys pray for wives.
We pray for husbands. Ladies pray for their husbands. Personally, like my mom was like, when I was 6, you must pray for your husband now. And I pray for him. I pray for what I want. And granted, what I want physically changes over time. But I think characteristics, like O's characteristics, remain constant. So, but this is interesting, hey? This is really interesting. Okay, so
Yeah, like I mean, I mean, you have to pray for. Like for me, okay. What I can say is that exactly what am I praying for when I'm praying for the person?
I think
For-
you're praying for her character, that when you do choose her, that she shows signs of what you prayed for. Does that make sense? So if I'm
Thank you
going
so
to
much.
meet a gent at Stasm and I tell God I want him to be a leader, I want him to be God-fearing, I want him to be emotionally intelligent, just to name a few, right? And I see someone at Stasm and I'm like, okay, but these are characteristics I see. Then it kind of gives you a checklist of, okay, he meets this criteria, he meets the minimum, requirements. So it's interesting that gents don't have this, hey?
Okay. Let me answer that.
Okay.
As for me, I would say I do pray for a lady.
Okay.
In line with what I want, and such that my judgment toward the people that I see potentials will be like good. Yeah, that's one of the things. Because if I don't pray for her, there is a known side of the lady that I need to know about them. So therefore, the person who sees the unknown should be able to help me see the unknown. So basically, I pray for the lady. And to add on, one of the things that I left on what I look for a lady is she should be also fun. Someone who is outgoing.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
Someone whom I can say I can invite or go with her to watch a cricket match. Spend some next day, go to the zoo, someone like that. Not someone who is like serious.
Okay.
We don't want to jet military people. Come on, who are always serious.
This is interesting. This is interesting. Okay, so guys, we're gonna move on. And the second question, I would really appreciate if Miles could answer it, because he is looking so handsome today. How do gents approach shellering, pursuing, flirting at Stasm? And the ladies are complaining, gents. The ladies are complaining. They are not pleased with y'all because they don't see much shellering going on. Or are you just not shellering us? Is that the case? What's going on? Miles?
Okay. I think let me give my view on this. It's not going to be long, don't worry. But I think firstly, we the few guys who've chosen to represent this doesn't body unit. So whatever answers we give here is going to be representative of the guys who doesn't. So we need to be careful with this. But one thing I would say is, right, I'm not going to say that we aren't approaching. I think one of the questions you listed under, there's a lot of things that link to this question specifically, like things like why we come, but we play mind games, or we don't seem decisive in our actions and tactics, as it were, right? So that, in a sense, possibly, but we'll get to that later. One thing I would say is, are the ladies are they making shareable impressions on us, as it were? Do you understand? You understand what I mean?
Yeah, I think
Wow.
I wanna
Long
agree
and
with
short,
Miles
long and
there.
short of it. I'm not gonna. I'll stop there. I'll stop there. You can
You'll
say
stop
that.
there. Okay, Absa had something to say. Absa had something to say.
Yeah, actions speak louder than words.
Really?
Most of the time, it's the body language. You know, like when you're just in the presence of someone and their body language is just
It's
it's just
just
not
off.
inviting.
It's not
You-
I think
inviting.
Yeah, no, okay, not okay. Maybe that's the wrong word. Sorry.
Okay.
Let's say you're initiating a conversation with someone, and from their body language, you can just tell that this person, no, they don't want to talk.
They're
Or
not
they're
feeling
just
it.
talking, not even
Okay,
just even
guys,
sharing.
hold on. We have Wolford. Wolford has joined the party. Hi, Wolford.
Hello, bruh.
Mr. Kwabeni.
Wolford. So we've already started the discussion. We're about to go on to the third question. But before we do that, I would like you to please introduce yourself as well as your relationship status, so that if you are single and people are interested, they can come hunt you down.
What do you need in the introduction?
Your name and whether you're single or not.
Okay, my name is Buford.
Mm-hmm.
But then,
Mm-hmm. You are what?
single.
You single? Amen.
Yes.
He's single, ladies, and he's smart as well. Wolford, I'm gonna ask you to answer the third question, okay? Because so Miles touched on it a little as to why they end up doing this when it comes to shellering, pursuing, and flirting at Stasm. The question reads: why do Adventist gents like playing mind games, and why is it so difficult for them to be straight up about their intentions?
As I was doing my research, also,
Research.
part of part of the reason is that if we are straight to the point, you get told that I still don't know you that much, so we can't get into a relationship. So then it ends up being a thing of, okay, so let's first see how it goes. Let's first know each other then, and then maybe by the time she will know me, and then maybe she will accept me.
Okay, I think maybe let's start with what kind of mind games do you know you guys are guilty of playing? Let's start there. Or rather, what you know your friends are guilty of playing. Because y'all play mind games. Because y'all play mind games. So expand on that. Come again, Nale?
We can't be snitches. We can't snitch on our friends.
Oh, okay. So we brought bro code to this discussion.
Yes.
But I feel like guys that are not serious with their intentions because they don't really know their intentions. They're just there to play. You get it?
Okay.
I mean, I like her. She's pretty. She's cute.
Okay.
We vibe. So okay, make it work. But they don't have a future plan or anything like that. I feel like it's just game. That's why there's no direction to it.
Okay. So you are open about the fact that some guys are just not there with the right intentions.
Not the right intentions.
Okay, Wolford.
It's a thing of, okay, so they won't be sure, like, okay, so first of all, it's a lack of confidence to say, I don't think he will accept me. So this is the best I can get.
Okay.
Just playing mind games with her, just playing around with her. But it's not like, because they're like, okay, so they're not sure if like they will get accepted at the end of the day. That's the first thing. And then the other thing will be, as Naradzani has said, that they don't know like what to put that person in, how to put their person in their plans. Yeah.
Okay, so I feel like what I'm hearing is that mind games is an excuse because you guys are uncertain of where you stand with this lady. And this kind of speaks into the next question, which is a lot of guys say we friend zone them, but why do guys friend zone themselves and then expect to be seen as potential boyfriend material? You guys friend zone yourselves. Yes, Miles.
By friend zoning ourselves, what exactly do you guys mean?
I think maybe it's that you put yourself in a position where you exhaust your opportunities and you miss them all. So if I say maybe you and I, Miles, we met in a span of 3 months. The first month you did not make a move on me at all. Second month, I'm starting to feel very insecure. Okay, maybe Miles doesn't see me that way. I should just give it up completely. I linger onto the maybe possibility, hope of there being something. At that month, I give up. Miles has friend zoned himself. He doesn't want to do anything. So why do you guys
I
friend
don't
zone
think
yourselves?
I don't think he knows he friend zone himself. I don't think I
No.
that's where the problem comes. That's where the problem comes. For me, I was perhaps thinking that I was still making my approach, as it were. I know, okay,
Okay.
that time span could be seen as a bit long, as it were, but it points out to a lot of things, even like why um guys don't want to make the first move. You spoke about that somewhere. Well, not really that, but why girls still want to be chased, not girls, women want to be chased, etc. Um, I don't know. Maybe there's some deep psychological effect that some of us may have had. I don't know.
Oh.
I had this discussion with a friend once, and I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's like taking a jump. It's like taking a jump. Even the approach itself, there's so much confidence that has to go into that. You
Yeah.
understand? And so taking that jump for some guys is something very scary, I think.
Really? Oh, what do you think
I
about
think.
this?
Okay. I would say to the other side for the lady. I think, yeah, it's good. I think they should see it as a benefit that there is a friend zone thing. Why? Because I'm not getting to make a move based on my last.
Okay.
You understand? So usually, I would say for a guy to do a move within a short space of time, it's based upon infatuation.
Okay.
You get it? So when we have friend zoned ourselves, probably we're getting to, to see the sides of the coin. If you can be potential to, to date you. So
Okay, so
that's
I
like,
have a follow-up question on this, okay, based on
okay,
what
it's
you
fine.
said now. So then what do we call guys who are certain of what they want and then pursue what they see is what they want and what they've prayed for? So, for example, if a guy is convinced that I am what he has been praying for, and he
Yes,
pursues
girl.
me, hey, does that mean that he is then pursuing me based on lust or just based on what he is certain of?
Okay. Can I try that one?
Yes, you can.
Okay, on my side, I think this is actually a mistake from us guys' side. The fact that we friend zone and then later on we come back. I think you can make up your mind within the few things without. So okay. So your follow-up question actually makes it easier for me now to put in because now you're saying that if I pay for this and then this is what I'm seeing. So any delays that I make there, they're gonna hurt me more. So the problem with some of let me say, safety that I take myself. I don't get deeper. I don't want to get deeper into you. I don't want to know you much, a lot, like a lot of other things that are about you that I would like before I even approach you. Because the more those things come to me, and then they're a pile like this, and then now I wanna approach you, and then now you say no. What if you say no? I already have a pile. So for me, the moment I see the boundaries, the few boundaries, 1, 2, 3, 4, that is enough for me. I approach you. If you reject me, I think it's safer than if I already have a pile of all the good things about you that I've been keeping inside. Now when I'm bringing you, and then you're saying no, so I think the best way so far is that if someone comes as early as they can, as they have identified 1, 3 things, I think that's what actually is a
I feel like it has to do with confidence.
Confidence?
I mean, if you see a girl that you want and you go, shall I? Like, who said it? It's my story. It takes a lot of guts, a lot of confidence to go, shall I? Make a girl that you want. I mean, you see her within a few days, you want to go, shall I? It's not easy. So it has to do with that confidence that some guys like, and they take too long. And by the time that they want to go, shall I, the girl, they're now in the friend zone, apparently. And it also goes to like the lack understanding according to the relationship dynamics, how the relationship goes. They're not sure of what they want. And by the time
I think what is off-putting, speaking on behalf of the ladies, is that we want to be pursued, we want to be chased, as much as we woman power to the woman. We like the chase, we like the pursuit, and I think as gents you appreciate that as well. Does something for your ego. We'll speak more on that in part 2, but I think just to maybe give y'all feedback from the lady side is that we do enjoy the chase. And what we find, especially in the 21st century, is that now the lady is doing the chasing because we do exude such confidence. And I think sometimes that becomes unattractive. I was talking to to this guy the other day, and he was telling me how, a lady that basically gives you all signs that she's interested in you kind of makes the chase or the hunt unattractive or not as appeasing as it should be, because it's kind of like you're the springbok that is tied and you're there, so there's nothing really that you're doing, there's no chase. So I think maybe trying to find that balance between the two genders, as in let's just allow yourselves to be chased, allow yourselves to be pursued, and it's biblical as well. And gents, hunt, we are waiting for you.
The first century now can't hunt anymore. Some of us gets chased at least like once in a while. Must get chased a bit.
Once in a while you must get chased. Interesting.
On a point quickly, right? Okay, sorry, you can speak, bro. It's fine.
Okay, I think when I am trying to chase again, you should leave some signs that I can be able to continue the chase.
Okay.
Not basically block the chase.
Yeah, I'm chasing the springbok, and then all of a sudden the springbok starts flying. You see?
What am I supposed to do?
Okay, Gents, you know what? We have time for one more question, and I would like Absa to answer it because you've been quiet for a while. So the fifth question is, why do guys think that when you're nice to them, you automatically want to date them? This is so frustrating because, honestly, I feel this is going back to what we were talking about in terms of you guys can't read signs. You guys cannot read signs, and it's frustrating because if I smile at Absa during church, now he's going to tell everyone that I want to date him, Absa. So what?
This is the age-long struggle. You guys say we struggle to read signs. We are saying you are not giving the right signs.
Honestly.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's because in society there's maybe, I don't know, from a young age, maybe you grow up not being accepted or liked or loved. And then if someone just shows you just a little bit of like you feel like if someone just shows you that they're kind of into you or like you, I don't know where it comes from, but
I don't know what you define as being nice. I think.
What do we? Okay.
So the thing is, okay. So the assumption on the guy's side is that I have already. So it's like the guy likes the girl. That's the first thing. Right?
Okay.
Then secondly is the guy is under the assumption that he has already given an impression to the lady that I like you. So then the smile then becomes an indication, like a response from the lady to say, okay, this lady I like her, and I've given an impression that I like her. Now it's like she's being nice to me, so it's like she's like, okay, no, there is still room. You can still come and give it a try. You know?
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I think?
Yeah, I think Wolford is right.
You think Wolford's right?
Yeah, I think you guys accuse us of not being able to read signs, but maybe you guys also are struggling with reading signs. Because
okay,
you guys should also be able to tell that this guy, the way he's acting, he seems kind of into me. So be careful what message I send back. Just by body language only before you even.
So the fault is on both sides.
So the fault is on both sides. I don't know. I just think everyone needs to do more praying. The problem is, as ladies, we know what we want and we pray for you since we were 6 years old, and you guys are not praying for us. That is the problem. Oh, you wanted to say?
Okay, I want to say, when it comes to being nice to me, one thing that you should know is that how nice are you to me?
Okay.
Because when you are nice, it becomes nicer. The base duties and my ideal ladies close to my ideal duties. Yes, well, I'll try to throw my hook to catch the. That's the thing.
Okay. Oh yeah. The other thing is that so by you being nice to the guy, are you only being nice to him or you are nice to everyone? So in a case whereby you are nice to everyone, then that's like, okay, that's how she is. She's always smiling. She's nice. Yeah, but then if your niceness becomes segregational, it's only to this guy.
It's exclusive.
Then that becomes a problem. Yes, it becomes exclusive. Then the guy starts to think and sit and think, okay, this lady is only nice to me. So then it means it's something happening there.
Okay.
Yeah, no, but I think I don't blame the lady for being nice to me or anything like that. I get it. That's a good thing. You're being nice. The thing is, the problem is society. I blame society. People are not nice generally. So now you meet this nice person. Now you think so. Your mind starts racing, and he's just a nice person, nothing more.
We have a lot of these issues do stem from society, but I think as a Christian community, as an Adventist community, and especially as a youthful community, it's our job to kind of stray away from those societal norms. So yeah, but I understand what you're saying, Gents. Unfortunately, listen, I'm so sorry, Nale. Okay, I promise you'll speak first in part 2, okay? So guys, unfortunately, we have reached the end of part 1, and wow, it's been an interesting discussion, and honestly, it hasn't even gotten to the peak, because part 2, we're going to be talking about sex. We're going to be talking about real interesting stuff. So I'd just like to thank you, Gents, for your time. Thank you so much for your beautiful, beautiful, beautiful faces. Please do stay tuned, guys, for part 2. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share with everyone. Remember the Advent message to all the world of our generation. We're trying to bring the love of Jesus to everyone, and we do that through these discussions, through inciting positive Christian living and not being ashamed of it. So thank you so much, and thank you, Jen. Bye.
Bye.
Mama,